My name is William Rockey, better known as Bill. R-O-C-K-E-Y, I'm the oldest in this area anyway. And I was born at a village called Linehouses, Stoke-on-Trent, in 1931. So in 3 weeks' time, I'll be 94.
My name is Gordon Steele. I was born in 1936. I'm 88 years of age. I was born in Dodworth, South Yorkshire, near Barnsley. I now live in Stafford because I arrived there through the RAF when I retired.
When I left school in 1945, I went to work in the cinema, in the projection room, because we had to start work when we were 14. And then later on, when I was 1949, I was called up for national service, where I signed on for 5 years and 4 reserve.
32 when I enlisted in the RAF, and I saw an advert asking for medical secretaries. Well, I worked down a coal mine for 10 years, and I worked in the medical centre for 8 years. And I thought, that's the life for me.
I did my square bashing, then I went down to, posted to Pembroke Dock, South Wales, and I was an instrument mechanic by trade and worked on the aircraft. We did major inspections.
I was stationed in the RAF in Germany, and I used to, my main job was priority 1 medical evacuation. That's bringing men, women and children back to England. I used to fly all over the world bringing patients back from Hong Kong, Singapore, RAF Gan, which was in the middle of the Indian Ocean.
And then July 1951, I was sent to RAF Ennisford on Cannock Chase for about 2 months, and then I was posted to Germany. I stayed there 2.5 years. I came back in 1954, January, to RAF Lichfield.
Hostilities will end officially at 1 minute after midnight tonight, Tuesday, the 8th of May.
That's 8 years ago, isn't it? Oh, well, I was a young lad enjoying myself, wasn't I?
I was nine years of age, nearly 10, and everybody was talking about end of the war.
To when I was 12-year-old, when they had VE Day, Victory over Europe, I lived on the village.
And all the men and the women and children where I lived, they're all expecting it.
But the mums and dads come out and played these games with us. I think one of them got a skipping line from the yard. It's not a skipping line, it's a clothesline from the yard, and used it as a skipping line for jumping about in, you know.
Well, as children and men, we had collected bonfire and had a big bonfire set up. Buntings all the way down the street, because for the celebrations they were hoping to have. And they did have, and at midnight when Mr. Churchill, I can remember it now, as listening to Mr. Churchill announce that the war was over. And after it was over, the guy that lived next door but one to us, he played the piano accordion, and he started playing dance music, and all the men and women were dancing.
Then one of the lads would come out with an accordion. We sat there singing songs.
And then next day, they had the street party where we all sat down, and they got the tables and chairs from out of the houses, and we sat and had a tea party, you know, to celebrate the end of the war. You don't want another war, it's terrible. I've done my stint in the Falkland Islands. I did 22 years service. I finished up as a sergeant, and I just loved the job I did, and I spent 22 years and I loved every minute.
I was on the Lincoln Bombers at RAF Lichfield, and I think that was my favourite. They've got one left, and it's at RAF Gosford.
But I remember it, and I think people, we don't want another war.
Well, I think VA Day is something nobody should ever forget what happened, and a lot of men lost their lives for it, for our safety and the well-being of England, I should think.
For I know we'll meet again some